I'm Josh. This is Silver Springs. It's time for a drink. So the calendar says it's fall, but it's still going to be 95 degrees this week. For most wine drinkers, when it gets hot, that means turn into white wine. So we're going to go through 3 varietals today, going from the driest to the sweetest, talk a little bit about kind of the characteristics of each, and maybe some things that they might pair well with. So we'll start off with this Robert Hall Sauvignon Blanc. And Sauvignon Blanc is the driest white wine. And the tasting notes say it exhibits flavors of crisp apple, ripe pear with hints of almond. So we'll see what we get out of it. So getting this wine open took entirely too long, but it smells really nice. Cup. This tasting, we're using only the finest plastic wine glasses in all of Britain. It's good. It's dry, but it's good. Tastes like apple, just like the label says. I don't really get the pear, but apple, a little minerally. But obviously it'd be better chilled. We're drinking these at room temperature. But it's really pretty good. And so with a dry wine, generally, people don't like them as much because they just drink them by themselves. So like I could see this going really well with food, whether it be some fruit, some cheese, stuff like that. Or even a meal, summertime fish, or something with a little richness to help take the tannins off your tongue and reduce that dryness a little bit. But overall, I think it's really good. I think it's pretty easy drinking for a Sauvignon Blanc. So number 2 is the Coppola Pinot Grigio, and the tasting notes on this are nothing. It says our Pinot is a wine for everyday life. So if you're in the middle of everyday life, it's the wine for you. Maybe this one won't be as difficult to open up. Of course, this is sort of the mid-range from the dry to sweet. Not nearly as dry as the Sauvignon Blanc, but not nearly as sweet as the Moscato we'll get to in a minute. Doesn't smell like much. Cup. Definitely sweeter than the Sauvignon Blanc. Not even close. This is something, again, chilled is how I prefer it, but drink what you like the way you like it. But chilled, like I could see drinking this on the patio with my wife, just sitting and talking, don't necessarily need food at all. Extremely easy drinking, fruity, not dry but not overly sweet at all. It's a really good example of kind of that mid-range between dryness and sweetness. And lastly, we will go to the Grigio Moscato. So Moscato in general is going to be the sweetest of all the white wines, and we sell a ton of this, so this is a really, most of you have probably tried it at some point. Cup. And it smells sweet. The tasting notes say a sweet bouquet of musk, peach, honey, and white flowers. You can see there's a lot more bubbles than with the other two. And it's pretty sweet. Almost like grape juice sweet. Let's see, I can see the honey.
You getting a lot of that musk?
Not really getting any musk. No musk, but peach and honey I can definitely see. Again, easy drinking. Don't necessarily need food with it. So if you like sweet wines, this is a great example for you. If white wine is, or if sweet wine isn't really your thing, then you probably want to avoid this, really, or any of the Moscatos. So when you're looking for a white wine in the heat of, I guess technically early fall, keep these things in mind. Dry, Sauvignon Blanc being the driest, Pinot Grigio a really good mid-ground, and then Moscato is being sweet. But remember, more than anything, drink what you like, the way you like it. And then every once in a while, try something new. Till next time, cheers.